Hi, my name is Kees and I'm here with another video and I help people from doing to being. Okay, so this is part of the three-part series, this video, Non-Duality Explained. And non-duality is not two, it's a literal translation. So it's one, oneness. And how does oneness work and why are we one? And why are we one with everything? And why is there actually not we, but there's one? And in part one of this explanation, and this explanation I'll follow. In this explanation, I'll follow the path of Advaita Vedanta, which is the direct path in Hindu mythology. And the first explanation to know is that the world is an illusion. So the world as you know it, as you sense it, as you taste it, as you touch it, as you perceive it, is an illusion. It's not actually like that. It's an illusion created through the body. And through our perceptual field, or the perceptions we have through the body, we do not sense that just everything is energy, but we sense, oh, there's a car, there's a tree, there's a body, etc. So through the five senses, we translate it and we feel not oneness, but we feel, or we have the perception of everything being scattered, everything being different things. You have you and me and the world. And so the world is an illusion, is the first idea. And the second idea is that you are consciousness. And you are consciousness because you can perceive the changes of the body and the mind and the world. And in the mind we have the feelings and the thoughts, and in the body we have all these fluctuations in how we feel, etc. And in the world we have different circumstances, different countries, etc, etc. And of course we have worlds, so there's not only one world, of course, but we're just limited in our perception. If you hear this, probably you're from this world, right, from Earth. The third series, or the third video I mean in this series, which we're going to do today, is called The World is Consciousness. The world is consciousness. So that means, first of all, we have the world is an illusion. That means you are consciousness. But what the world is actually also consciousness. So that means everything is consciousness. Right? So it's a full circle. And what we mean with the world is consciousness is everything we know, everything we perceive, we are conscious of. If there is no consciousness, or you could say awareness, then there is nothing. Because if we are aware of something, then very easily we can see that it's there. If you see me, if you perceive me, if you're aware of me in this video, then you can know that there is a me, that there is someone you're looking at in this video. Otherwise, you don't know. So that awareness is very crucial, and without awareness there is no actual me, because you wouldn't receive any signals, so there wouldn't be any signals. And that is that's a very important concept, because it leaves all the discrimination of you and me and the world, and all these different levels, layers and ways of improvement. It leaves it out, because you can't really improve, because you are consciousness, and everything is consciousness. Everything that you are is consciousness, and there are no, beyond the five senses of the body, there are no separations. no separations at all. So if you would like to notice in practice, please close your eyes right now. And we'll do a little practice. And if you let go of any thoughts that might come up, or any sounds you might hear, or any perceptions, and you close your eyes, and you're just here. You take a minute, take a breath, exhale. Okay, then I'll ask you, what is the limit of your perception? How far can the energy you perceive be? What is the border? And if you search for what you can perceive and all that you can perceive, so maybe there are certain things you can perceive, maybe it's the room, maybe it's the floor or anything like that. What is the limit or the border of your perception? Okay, you can open your eyes now. Okay, so maybe, probably, because there is no other way, you haven't found the border. Because there is no border. There is no border to your perception. There's no border to your consciousness. You could be conscious of anything. There's no form or thing that you cannot be conscious of. And the only thing which limits you currently is the body. But you can also sense or have a feeling that you're bigger than the body. If you try to feel a border, then you can expand and feel that there is actually nothing to hold your expansion back. There is only you, or you could say there's only me. There's this endless energy, right? And the only thing that is there is consciousness. So on the surface, through our body, we have the idea of being separated, because we can perceive this body, and through this body a certain type of energy can be perceived and other energies cannot be perceived, but we can feel that we're more than the body. But the body is a vessel of the energy, of how our energy can be the energy we can use, let's say, in this life. So it's not that we're limited to the body at all, but it's just that the body is allowing us to sense different things. So with the body, or our idea of who we are, a certain person, right, with certain preferences, which are there, or certain certain features or things like that, that's just something we can perceive. It's not who we actually are. We are consciousness. And all that is there, the body, the world, and all those features and preferences, they are also consciousness. And then in Hindu mythology, they would say they're God. Everything is God. Right? It's the same thing. So we could say, and the idea is behind that is, we are just one of the faces of God, you could say, or one part of God. But we are not actually a part of God. We're not one piece of God. No, we are the whole thing. And you too. Everything. Everything is the full thing. There's no one that's not God. Or something like that. There's no idea of a sinner. That's also God. The sinner is also God. There's just energy, if you say it in a physics way. There's just energy. Or consciousness, which you could call energy. Because something needs to be interacting with energy. Otherwise, there is no energy. So, only consciousness exists. And this is the beautiful saying, the world is an illusion. You are consciousness, and consciousness is the world. So you are the world and you're one with the world. And oneness is all there is. And by understanding this, we can relax and know that we cannot improve, which might be a disappointment. But through this, the personal experience that we have will actually improve. Because we'll relax, we'll chill, we'll know our place, we know that we can enjoy, we know that we don't have full control in this vessel. There's no vessel, let's say, through which we can have full control. But everything that is happening is already us. And that's why any type of separation makes no sense at all. But also any type of self-definition we have. We're like this, we're not this. No, that's not true. That's duality, right? This is the idea of non-duality, of oneness. Because we are one with everything. With that, I would like to leave you. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please leave them below in the comments. But it was super nice to record these videos for you, and I'll film quite some more on also non-duality. So feel free to follow me or be in contact with me if you have any questions. Also have some coaching spots available and would love to talk to you about it. Okay, have a great day. Bye. And let's evolve together.